rabbit in rose. I am super happy to be here today and I am excited of what I'm going to show you. I'm gonna show you how you can make one of these super pretty chokers. What do you think? Do you like? It's so easy to make. It takes no time at all. Very few materials, and doesn't it look so pretty? Kind of elegant and very dainty. What do you think? So I'm gonna show you how you can make your own. I have 5 different ones to show you, and they're all super easy and very inexpensive. You will never buy another choker again. You will start making your own, and it's so much fun that way if you make your own things. And you can also give them to your friends. They're super easy. You're gonna love it. Before we begin though, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. You don't want to miss anything. And this is what you're going to need. I use lace. Like I told you, I made 5 different ones. So for one, I use lace like this. I was looking for black lace, but I couldn't find it. So I bought white, and then I painted it. It's not ideal, but I painted it with acrylics, and it turned out okay. It's not quite black like I wanted it, but I think it still looks really pretty. So lace. I also use ribbon. I use this one that is kind of silky and it's about 1 inch thick. Also the super thin ribbon, which is the one I'm wearing right now actually, is this one, and I love it because it has that silvery sparkly edges. So it's very pretty. This is the one that I'm using right now with this ribbon. I also use this other black ribbon. Did I use that? No, I didn't use this one. I also use this one. It's not black. I usually like chokers to be black. I know they sell them and people use them in different colors, but black is my favorite for chokers because I think it looks so pretty and elegant and kind of sexy, so I wanted them to make them all black. For the exception of this one, that is like a metallic silver, and I like it just because it's kind of shiny, sparkly. So that's the ribbon that you're gonna need. Also, this suede cord. It's leather, but it's super smooth, and I use it because it just is heavier than ribbon and it falls differently. So I use that. You're also going to need a flame for your ribbon. I'm going to show you why. Your hot glue gun to put it all together, and of course glue sticks. And if you want to, you can use you can also use needle and thread, but it's not necessary. You can do these with your hot glue gun super easy and they will not fall apart. And the last thing you're gonna need is Velcro. Like that. Velcro. And this is super inexpensive and I love it because it's like a sticker. It has its own adhesive and it's very strong. And this is what I use for almost all of the chokers, you know, to put them, to be able to open them and close them. I put Velcro and it holds it really well, and you don't have to sew it and anything, it's just sticky. I'm also going to use these 2 beads. They look like this, and you can find them in the jewelry making section in your hobby store. They also have them in gold, I saw them, but I like this silver better. And I'm also gonna use these. They're called washers. I was looking for something circular in the hobby store, in the jewelry section, but I couldn't find anything. So we had these at home. They're washers. I don't know what they're for, but I know they're from Home Depot or Lowe's. So I'm gonna use this one. I am going to make it a little prettier, but I'm going to use one of these. So those are only the materials that you need. These are going to make 5 different kinds of chokers. So of course you can make your favorite one or all of them if you love them. I hope you do. So let me show you how I make them. before you begin making your chokers, you want to measure your neck. So mine is in circumference, mine is 11 inches and a half. So measure yours and remember that number. Not the name of your neck, but the number. Mine is 11 and a half. And when you measure it, don't put the measuring tape too tight. You want it to be comfortable. These are chokers, but you don't want them to choke you. So now to use this lace to make the choker, the first thing I did was measure the lace to make sure that I had enough to go around my neck and a little bit more. So just cut it, and you want to burn the edges of your lace because when you burn it, it will prevent it from fraying. So make sure you burn them. You don't have to burn a whole lot, just a little bit. And then fold both of the edges in and glue them with your hot glue gun so you have a nice and smooth edge. And the last thing you have to do is cut a little piece of your Velcro, and since it's like a sticker, you just have to stick it on each side of your lace, and that is it, you're finished. Now with this silver metallic one, you can do the exact same thing. Measure, cut it, plus a little bit more. Burn both edges. And with this one, I didn't use Velcro. I wanted to try something different, a little experiment. So I took these little snap buttons that you have to sew. But it was easy and fast, so I sewed each of the snap button pieces onto each edge of my ribbon, and that is it. Now, this method was okay with the little snaps, but I much rather use the Velcro, so I recommend you use the Velcro too. For this next one, I used the washer, but these washers are so blah and boring that I had to decorate it with some glitter. And I used glittery silver nail polish because I thought it would be really easy and it would be shiny. So I painted it and I let it dry. Then I passed my ribbon through the inside of the washer, made a little fold, and glue it with my hot glue gun. And then I did it again on the opposite side of the washer. Then before cutting the ribbon, I measure, making sure that the washer is in the center. So I cut my 11.5, making sure the washer is right in the center with the center of my neck will be in the front. I burned the edges, attached the Velcro, and that is it. Super pretty. Now for this one that I think is my favorite, I use that very thin ribbon with the silver edge and 3 tubes, those silver tubes that I showed you earlier. And to make this one, what you have to do is grab the ribbon and pass it through one of the tubes. Just pass it all the way through, and then grab one of the edges and pass it through the tube again, going in the opposite direction, so you're gonna make a loop. Next, I took the remainder 2 beads. They are a little curvy, so I made them as straight as I could. And then I passed the end of the ribbon through the straightened out bead. And I did the same thing on the other side. I tied a knot at the end of each ribbon to make sure the tube bead doesn't slip out. And then I secured it with a little bit of hot glue, and that's it. And this is the last one that I have to show you. Now this one, I think this one is my favorite too. I can't decide. But for this one, I used the suede cord, 2 beads, and the 1-inch thick black ribbon. Then the first thing that I did was to measure my 11.5 inches for my neck and cut 2 pieces of suede at 11.5. Then with the rest of the cord, I cut 2 other pieces that are twice as long as the first ones. And then with those super long ones, I tied a bow. I tied them together into a bow. And to make sure that it doesn't come undone, I grabbed some black thread and a needle and I sew it together just to secure it. You could do the same thing with a little drop of hot glue if you don't want to sew it. Then taking 2 of the ends of the bow, I measurement to my 11.5 and I cut it. Then you want to grab your 1-inch ribbon or any thicker ribbon that you have, and you want to cut 2 little pieces. Mine were about 1/2 inch perhaps, so cut 2 of them and don't forget to burn the edges. And all you have to do is start gluing the strands of suede onto that little inch ribbon. Glue them one at a time, one under the other, and do the same thing on the other side. And you're going to do the same thing onto the other 1-inch ribbon with the other end with the other end of your suede, and make sure you keep them in the same order. Then you're going to fold over those 2 little pieces, attach your Velcro, and that is it. It's ready to wear. Or you could also add 2 beads to the end of the strands, just like in the choker before, and now it's super ready to wear and super fashionable. So that's it, you guys. Wasn't it so easy and it took no time at all? We made 5 different ones, very, very different, and it was super fast and easy, and most importantly, they look fabulous. I hope you make all of these. Your friends are going to be so jealous of all of your new chokers. You can wear them every day of the week, one different one every day. So I hope you make these. If you like this video, if you like these ideas, give me a thumbs up. I'll love you forever if you do. And most importantly, subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Bye.